Welcome to Golden Software's video training for MapViewer 8. MapViewer is an affordable thematic mapping and spatial analysis software package that allows you to produce professional-looking graphics. In this video, I will attempt to cover some of the basic features of MapViewer 8. Click the File, Open command. Select the file maptypes.gsm from the MapViewer 8 samples directory, click Open, and the file opens in the View window. There are two types of windows in MapViewer, the Plot View and the Worksheet View. By default, MapViewer opens with an empty plot tab called Plot 1. When we opened the maptypes.gsm file, another plot tab was created displaying this plot. The tabs at the top are color-coded based on which type of window it is. By default, the names of the plot tabs are in black text and the names of the worksheet tabs are in blue text. Plot views show all of the graphical elements of your plot. This is where you design and create your maps. All of the thematic maps are created from a boundary file and a linked data file. To view the linked data for the hatch map, click on the hatch map layer in the Object Manager, and then click Home, Data, View. This opens the data in the Worksheet view. The worksheet views are where you view and edit the linked data for your maps. For this map, the FIPS code in column A are the primary IDs that link the data to the boundaries, and the TOT-POP column in G is the variable that is being displayed by the colors. The plot view in MapViewer utilizes 5 different managers that are open on the left side of the MapViewer window by default. The Object Manager, the Inset Manager, the Property Manager, the Coordinates Manager, and the Data Manager. All of the managers can be opened and closed by clicking View, Managers. The check mark next to the manager's name indicates that it is currently showing. You can toggle the managers on and off by clicking the checkbox next to the manager name. In MapViewer, you can have multiple map layers overlain on one another, and each layer can have many objects within it. The layers and objects are displayed in the Object Manager. In this case, there are 17 layers, one base map of grid lines and labels, and then 16 other layers, each containing a different type of thematic map. The icon just to the left of the layer name indicates the map type. The eyeball icon to the left of the map indicates visibility. If the eyeball is colored, the layer is visible. If the icon is grayed out with a diagonal line through it, the layer is hidden. Click on the eyeball icon to toggle the visibility on and off. The eyeball icon may have a lock icon in the bottom right corner if the layer is locked, and it may have a grid icon in the top right if there is a graticule on that layer. To lock or unlock a layer, right-click on the layer and click Lock Layer. Or click on the layer and click Map, Layer, Lock in the ribbon bar. You can now see a lock icon on the eyeball icon in the Object Manager. Locking a layer prevents you from moving or resizing any of the objects within the layer, but does not prevent you from editing the properties of those objects. To add or remove a graticule, right-click on the layer and click Graticule, or click on the layer and then click Map, Add, Graticule in the ribbon bar. The grid icon indicates the graticule is on the hatch map layer. You can now expand the layers to see the objects within. Clicking on the plus sign next to the 3 hatch map layer will expand it. The icon just to the left of the object name indicates the object type. Here again, the eyeball icon indicates visibility, and the lock icon on the eyeball shows that the object is locked. To lock and unlock an object, right-click on the object and click Lock Object. Or click on the object and then click Draw, Tools, Lock Object in the ribbon bar. Locking an object both prevents moving and resizing the object and prevents you from editing the object properties. To create a new layer, you can either right-click in the Object Manager and click New Layer, or you can click Maps, Layers, New Layer in the ribbon bar. To delete a layer, click on the layer name in the Object Manager and press the Delete key on your keyboard. When a map layer or object is selected in the Object Manager, the properties for that map or object are shown in the Property Manager. The Property Manager tabs change based upon what is selected. For example, selecting a point object will display a symbol and an info tab, whereas selecting a polygon object will display line, fill, and info tabs. The properties of individual objects will only change as you update these settings if the properties of the map do not override them. For example, because a hatch map fills the polygons based on classes, changing the fill color of one of the polygons in the hatch map layer will not change the hatch map display. To change the properties of a map, click on the layer in the Object Manager or click Map, Layer, Layer Properties in the ribbon bar to display the map properties in the Property Manager. All maps that have linked data, so all but base maps, have General, Map, Data Label, and Info tabs, but some have additional tabs. We can change the fill colors for our hatch map by clicking the Map tab of the Property Manager and then clicking the Edit button next to Classes. Click the Fill column header and choose a new color palette from the Foreground Colors drop-down list. MapViewer automatically updates the map with this change. To change the properties of a plot, click in the white space in the Object Manager or click Map, Plot, Plot Properties in the ribbon bar to display the plot properties in the Property Manager. The default tabs are Scale, Limits, Coordinate System, and Units, but Graticule and Graticule Ticks tabs will appear if one of your map layers has a graticule, and Collar and Collar Ticks tabs will appear if you've added a map collar to your plot. The three other managers are the Insert Manager, which is tabbed with the Object Manager, the Coordinates Manager, and the Data Manager, both of which are tabbed with the Property Manager. From the Inset Manager, you can add an inset, delete an inset, manage which layers are displayed in the inset, activate the Move Resize Inset command so that you can click and drag your inset to reposition and resize it, and fit a map to the inset box. The Coordinates Manager shows the X and Y coordinates of the vertices of your polylines and polygons. To see this, in the Object Manager, click the 45,001 polygon in the hatch map layer. The XY coordinates of the object centroid and each of the vertices are displayed in the Coordinates Manager. The Data Manager displays all of the data and statistics from the linked data file for the selected object. So for 45,001, there is data for FIPS, SumLev, State through HNAC female. Click the Stats button at the bottom of the Data Manager to get statistics about the displayed variable. The hatch map that this polygon is part of uses the total population variable, so the statistics below are for that variable. In other words, the total population of polygon 45,001 is 25,417. The minimum population in all the polygons is 10,233. The maximum population for all the polygons is 451,225, and so on. This concludes the brief introduction to MapViewer 8. If you have any additional questions, please contact Golden Software.